Diamond Jim by Seth Lindsey. Diamond Jim grew up in the southeast North America in the warm, wet Appalachian Mountains that stretched all the way to the sea. He had 4 brothers, 2 sisters, and a mom and dad. He was always the toughest out of the 7 children. He could lift up trees and boulders, and as he got older, he grew like a weed, taller and taller. Then one day he stopped growing. He was already taller than any building and mountain. His footsteps were as deep as a small lake. One day he was stomping around and this man came over to him and said, "Hello! I saw you the other day, and I wanted to know if you could guard my mountains." Diamond Jim said, "I've been looking for something to do, so yes, I will." "Great, I'll see you tomorrow," the man said. That day he sat around guarding the mountains all day like a statue. Then he thought, "Why do I need to guard these mountains?" An hour after he thought that, 3 giants as tall as him showed up and said, "Get off this land, we're taking it over." "No," said Diamond Jim, "I am guarding these mountains and you will not touch these mountains." "Oh yeah, we'll touch," the giants said. "If you do, I will fight you," said Diamond Jim. The giants then attacked Diamond Jim, then the 4 started fighting. The next few days they fought from Virginia all the way to Texas on the East Coast. It was the greatest battle of all time, like 4 hurricanes all at once. Diamond Jim was tired, but he fought with everything he had. Then they finally stopped and Diamond Jim said, "You can't have these mountains because we crushed most of them like a bug when we were fighting." The giants looked around and saw that they had crushed all of the mountains near the ocean. The only ones left were no longer near the water. The 3 giants were as tired as a bat and all beat up and had become scared of Diamond Jim. So they ran away, never to be heard from again. The next day the man came back and said, "What happened to my mountains?" "I had a fight," said Jim. The man got so mad and fired Diamond Jim. Jim then explained what had happened, and that he did all he could to save the mountains that were left. The man said, "Well, I may as well name these plains you created. You know what? I'll name them the Coastal Plains." That is how the Coastal Plains were created, and to this day they stretch from Virginia to Texas. The man then went back and asked Diamond Jim if he would like to guard his plains, and Diamond Jim said, "Yes." The end.